Today we are going to be seeing 2D platformer game. I'm going to take the blank project and name it as a platform 2D here. Just click on create. And before that, I just want to be plugin. So let's go for the library and or else you just go for the fab and find PaperZD. So this is a free one where you can use to be take it from your fab, install that, make you to easily connect your paper 2D animations as the state machines. I just want to be enable some plugins for this when you are making the paper like 2D game. So just find the pixel per unit. So that you can see here, there's a one unit, make this to 0.33 for this. Okay. And after that, there's some of the other settings that I can manage here. So those are motion blur that we don't require in the motion blur for the game, 2D games. So if you have the motion blur, it's a very blurry where when you are going to the fast animation like run or the jump kind of, it's a kind of blurry where it is going to be appears. So we just make it turn off this one. And next one is the anti-aliasing. So for this, we are going to change this into the fast approximate anti-alias or make it as a none. Anything that you can use it. So by default, that is for the mobile that you are where you can use to be. Okay. So the same thing that you can use to apply for the PC also for here. Okay. Otherwise, make it a none, no problem. Okay. And next one is the exposure. So that is the auto exposure. I make this to be the disable that one. Okay. And next, auto exposure bias also. I just make this to be the 0. Okay. So these are the things that here you can use to. And dynamic global elimination method. I want to make this to be the none. I'm not using the luminous here. Okay. And next one is a reflection method. Make it none. Okay. And the shadowing. So change the shadow into the shadow maps instead of the virtual shadows. Okay. And ambient occlusion. Just turn off this. Okay. And this also. So there are settings where you can usually apply for your 2D. Okay. And let me make this to start it once. It's not it. Okay. So for your thing, if you want to get some assets, if you want to create, you can create your own, or else you just go for h.io. Okay, so where you can get the small games. So you can also publish your games into over here. Okay, so for the public, if you want to be showcased to the web base, we can also do it over here as a free. And otherwise, you want to share or you want to sell your assets like a 2D assets or any of the tools that you have created, everything that, or else your game also you want to be sell. Okay, so that also where you can just be do it over here. Okay, so here I can still find some platformer. 2D platformer. Okay, so just find it. And there's everything and the games, game asset, game modes, and the physical games. There's a lot of things. So we have a lot many assets over here where you can just see here. So you can take any of the asset that you like it, or the characters and everything where you can still find over here. So let's go for game asset. I'm going to use you can take any of it, no issue. So there you go. Okay. Okay. So let's download this one. So it will ask you, you want to be donate something, you can go for the donation or else go for the no thanks. It's going to be downloaded for you freely. Okay. Some of them are buy, some of them are where you can speak it as a free. Okay. So you want to get only other characters or something, you can also get the simple characters and everything, only assets. Okay. So we have a lot of the things that you can actually see over here. Okay. So here you can see And all what you can see here, all the assets. If you like it, so you can take any of the theme that you like. You understand? Okay. So according to that, you can just plan your game and you can go for it. Okay. So if you want to take this one, you can also take this one. So here you go. Okay. So just take whatever you like it. Okay. So after that, just make it extract them. So there you can see the trees, assets, background, and the character. So everything that you can use to be seen over here. Okay. And yeah. So let's go for the new and make it empty and save. And name it as a maps. Level 1. Just save it. Okay. Now I just want to import my assets here. So it is a kind of sheet that can use to be created. So all the animation in a single sheet that we call as a sprite sheet. So like a date and the run, idle, we have the different animations. The naming conversion I want to be changed over here. That's a dat, and the attack. So there's an attack sheet. Okay, I may just to remove this one. So this is the idle. So if you want to check it out, so if I used to take it as a character, so just name it as a character over here. So just create new folder, name it as a characters. Okay, and here I'm taking the idle, for example. Okay, instead of this, so there is a character and there is idle. Okay, just drag and drop into here. Okay, it's a GIF animation which is not going to be supported anyway. Okay, so here I'm going to take it and place. Just rename this. And scroll. Right click, sprite action that you can see here. First, apply the paper 2D texture settings. That is going to be created as a PNG. And if I double click this, now it is going to be changed the compression setting into the user interface 2D and the texture group is 2D pixel. I just take the dead and attack. You can also take the entire folder if you want to. You can take it up. Okay. So before this, I can modify jump all jump. So it's a single animation also. For the gem, I'm going to take a single one. Okay. So gem attack, get idle, jump, and we require the run. So remove this and remove this. Okay. And this is the run and attack. That's it. Yeah. So this is the character. Before this, I just name it as a assets. Over here. Okay. And these are backgrounds. So I just want to take my background. So there's a background. That's it. Okay. So I'll just take this one. Okay. So there's a background. And trees is there. Okay. So for the background. Just take it any of it. Okay. So for this, I'm going to take this one. Okay. This one and this one. Yeah, that's it. So simply you just select them all and right click and simply apply paper 2D texture. So it is going to be created as a 2D one. Is it clear? Okay. So now I just want to create a kind of environment. These are the tiles. So here you can see these are tiles. So which is everything which is going to be make it as a pixel 16 by 16 or 32 by 32 pixel size of each wall that you can need to be take it off. Okay. So now, so I just want to use it as a main one here. So just right click here and sprite. So here we have create tile set. So just create that one and this one also create tile set. So just open this one. There you can see here. Okay. Now you can see it is going to be selected as an individual part, isn't it? Yes. Okay. But the size I'm not able to set it up properly, so which is going to hold up the other asset also, the beside of the object also. Okay. So here the tile size is 32 by 32, but the I know it's a different size. Mostly it is a 16 by 16 or 32 by 32. Okay. So I just change this into the 16 by 16 here. Now you can easily see it's going to be adjusted properly, isn't it? Yes. Okay. Now, what we have to be do it? We have to make it just to be collisions to be add for this. Okay. So wherever you require the collision, so you just need to be add that one. In the top one, we don't require the collision for that. So for this, we require the add the collision. So here we have the add boxes. So there's a collision task. You just turn on this, which is going to be show where you are adding the collisions. Okay. So just add box. That's going to be add the collision for you. You have to be select and add. There is no shortcut to make these things. You have to be do it manually. Okay. So this is going to be adding. So but what I want is the edge that you have here. So that is also adding the collision. I just want to be adjust properly. So where the shape it is, for example. So what you can do is simply you can select that when you go into here, there's a single tile editor. So where you can just modify your points. Okay, the vertex points. So you can just to be modify here. See that? Or else if you want to add any extra points, so use the shift and click. That is going to add the new words. So this snapping is turned on over here. You just turn off the what snapping for that. That's going to work properly. So it's the way how it is going to be work the collisions. So and this also I want to be add. So instead of the box, so this is a kind of different shape that I have here. There's a add polygon and simply add your shape. Okay, make it enter is going to be added. Okay, so hold shift. So the same way it's gonna be I just add the one like this. Okay, you can also add the box and you can actually adjust it instead. So these are So from all these things, I just want to create a kind of environment, for example. Okay, so how do I used to create it? Okay, let us check. So, okay, so and there's other things. So if you want to use them as a background or something, so we can use them as a background that you want it. Okay, and let's click on save all. Okay, and this is the sky. So it just prepares a create tile set for the background, and like to change this into the 16 by 16 itself. Okay, so we don't require to meta change any of this collisions of that. Okay, so for the trees, if you want to create as a collision trees or something, you can also add the collisions for each. Okay, or you can use it as a background, just leave it. Okay, so these are the tile sets that we created for each. Okay, so green, create a tile set. Okay, so let's select everything here. Let's create a new folder. Tile sets. Okay, and you should select your tile sets and bring them all into our. Okay, let's go. Move here. Okay, so there we have here. So now what I want to create an environment. Any of the tile sets, just used to be select that. So this is the main one that we have. Just right click. There's a create tile map. Okay, just name it as level one, for example, something. Just open this one. There you can see it's a new level that you can easily select it. Okay, so if I select any of the tile over here, so that automatically is going to be put it. This is your canvas. Okay, where you can use to be create your own level. Okay, so here you want to make it a scale, you want to make it a bigger one. So here I can use to be change the size. Okay, so it is the map width and the map height that you can use to be see over here. So if I want to make this a 50 by 20, for example, that I want to be create a long map that you can use to be see over here. So now if I take this one, so I just want to use this one. So just simply select all the things if you want. Okay. And there you just wish to be place it. You can see. Okay. So it's all the way how you can just to be create the things. Okay. Or else I just want to make this as a like this. Oh, what happened? This 20. For example, it's going to start like this. And it's going to be extended. You can also do extended. Okay, so you have to visualize. So based on the map, how you can actually construct your thing. So you have to be think it first. Okay, so after that, so it is the first one. I can is to select, for example, like this. Okay, and next I can use to select this one and make it continuous. Okay, so and after that I can use to be close it. So is to select these two and make it close it. Is it clear? Okay, and here also I can use them. So you want to make it a kind of randomness, you can usually select and you can paint them as well. You can set that individually and you can make them painted. So now if I save it and just drag and drop into the level and make it reset to the 0, 0 position. So here you can see. Okay, you want to see the collisions, so just on here. So here you can see, there you can see all the collisions. So when you play the when you place your player onto the top of this, the player is going to be stop on the level. The same way you can actually create the how you want to. So for example, the water that I want to be take it up. So you can also make it erase the thing. If you don't want it, you can also erase it. Okay. So just go to the paint again, and you can just to paint it out. Then select this and make it end. Okay. You can also flip it. There's a flip where you can just to be modify the things. Okay. So these are the rotations, left to right, right to left, and up and down. Okay. And you want to make the rotate in the Z axis, you can also do it everything over here. Okay. So yeah. Now so the area that I want to be add inside it. Okay. And again, I just want to pull this one and place over here. Let's just start from here and replace this like this. Okay. Okay. I think I take the small size. Again, I'm going to create a platform here like this. Okay. So next, what I want to be created. So you want to add some little heights. You can also add them above, so you can just be in the things. Okay. Yeah. Just take this one. Hold the thing. Let's go with the master thing. I think I need to do something. Okay. For here, I'm going to take the ender floor tag. Okay, instead of this, just want to be add this one. For example. Okay. So there's a ender style thing that I want to here. Okay. So you have to be refill the things again and again here. Okay. So here I can just to take this one and paste it. So it should be like this. It has to become the broken thing. It's not going to be available over here. It's not going to be happen here. Yeah. Mhm. It's gone. Yeah. So like this, you can use to paint the things. Okay. So wherever you require, so you can use to be add the things. Okay. And then I just want to add like again this one. Let's check it out. Okay. Let us save. And there you can see this entire map that we have here. Okay. So I want to cover up with a tree or something. You can also, so here we have the collisions and everything where it is going to be enabled for you. So there's a layer collision. Okay. So this is our default one, which is a level or gameplay. Okay. So in between, you want to add some trees and you want to add the collision further to the ends and everything. You can also do it. Okay. Just want to be take it again. Okay. And add the okay. So we have, let me take this one and just to be let's so the way how you want to be just is to create the things. Okay. So you want to use it, you can use it. Okay. So I just remove this. and place it in different position. Just leave it. Let's check. Is it clear? Yep. So now we jump into our character now. So how you can actually create your own character. Okay. Yeah, we missed the background. So you want to change the background. So just click over here. There you can see all your tile sets. Okay. So you want to add the kind of background trees or something, you can also add it. So I can just to create a new layer. Okay. So for example, BG, or let's name it as a trees. And here I can take them, the smallest. This one. Okay. So which is going to be added on top of this, but here there's a layer order, so where you can still modify it. Okay, the back and forth you can still be modify it how you want it. Okay. So if you want to add the kind of in betweens like collisions, you can also add it if you want it. Okay. Okay. So then what are the other things like the bushes? Okay. So you want to add some bushes or something. So like here, oh, I think I didn't rescale these things. It's okay. Just place it up. It's a beautifying your environment how you want it. Okay. I didn't rescale it, I think. Let's find this. Yeah. Just change this in the 16 by 16. Now I can select it. Right? Okay. So I just want to take it out. Something like this. So if you want to add the more things, so you can also create the another new level, and you can still add other things. Okay, like a small. Okay, bushes and everything where you can still be added up. Okay, which is not going to disturb the trees and everything, so you don't require to make it paint again and again. Okay. So you want to add some nice sort of backgrounds or something further, so you can also do it. So we can also add nice things over here. Okay, is it clear? Okay. So for the BG, you have to be create the another one. So have to BG. You can also make it fill the color, only one color that you want to make it. So just take it one, and simply it is going to fill all environment. So after that, you can usually fill wherever you require the different shades and everything, the different styles. Okay, so make it off. Okay, paint, just add these things. Is it clear, guys? Okay. Okay. So you can create a n number of the layers if you want. Whatever requires it just to be added. So after that, I just want to take this one. Okay. I want to add some. Just make it fall. Okay. So like this, a simple environment that you can actually create. Okay. So let us save and come into here. There you can see. Yes. Okay. Now just save it. Okay. Let's move to the character here. So where is our characters? First, oh, I didn't take the idle. Let's put the idle, right? Just drag and drop the idle into here. Okay, there's your sheet. Okay, so let's right click and apply 2D texture settings and right click. So what we did before, we create a kind of tile sets and we create a tile maps. Okay, so tile map is a level and tile set is a texture where you can use to be created as a level. Just make it separated at the collisions as well as the sizing. Okay, you understand for that? Okay, now we are going to be create a extract sprite. So you want to make everything into the broken into single pieces. Okay, so there is an extract sprites. So here it is going to be extracted. Okay, but it is going to be give the kind of it is automatic slicing which is going to be applied for your asset when you are using that one. Okay, but what is going to be happen when you are using the automatic slicing? Some of the animation where you are going to the dead and dead or you are going to the attack, so it's going to be extended little. So for that, what you can use here, we can use the grid option. Okay, so it's the grid. So it's the size of the cell width is 256 for the whole thing, and the height is 80. So I'm not changing the height. So how many images that you have here? 4. Simply divide that by 4. That automatically is going to be sliced with the equal sizing. Extract it. So this is going to be sliced in the separate parts over here. Now I just want to make it as an animation. It is selected only, so it's just right click. There's an option create flipbook. Okay, so now name it as player underscore idle. Okay, so that's going to be create an animation for us. Just close this one. There you can see, isn't it? Right? So, but the animation is very faster. So here it is going to be the moment, and there's a one after one frame that's going to be playable over here. So there's a frame per there's a frame rate where it's going to be adjusted. If you increase the value, it's going to be the faster. If you decrease the value, it's going to be slow down. So in generally where you can use this 7 or 6 makes it to playable. Okay, 5 to 7 where you can make this to be give the animation for your flipbooks. Okay, let's go with some 6. This 5 is fine for the idle. Now simply what can I do? I just used to be check it out. What's the character size? Okay, so it is front of your camera. So here the y should be 0. Okay, so the all the your level is in 0 position, right? So here select your character and make the y 0 first. So that is your position of the character, and make it move wherever you want to be stuck. Check it out. Okay. So this is going to be little overlap. The next place where you can easily see here, and make your search your level, and give the minus 0.1. Okay, not this one. Sorry. Y-axis minus 0.1. Now you can see there is no overlapping. Okay, so this is fine. The character height is fine for me, and this has to be a little down. It's not going to be up. So that you have to be adjusted according to your jump height and everything. You can still manage the things. So now idle is working here. So that is properly adjusted to the your environment. Okay. Now, so for all these things, we can easily create your attack sheet. So create apply to the texture and create sprites. Extract sprites. Okay. So there's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see there's a different sizes over here, isn't it? Okay. So how many you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, right? And make it a grid. So by 8. Okay. So it's a 96 by 80. So where it's going to be extract. Up to here is a one attack style. Create a flip book. Player underscore attack 1. Okay. So from here, okay, there's I have. So for this also, I make this to be the 5 or 7. They have 6. Yeah, that's cool. Idle is fine, done. And for this, we are going to be work with the only gem run and idle for this session. So that's right. Oh, it's 64 by 64. Extract it. Okay. So, but I don't want to be create entire thing here. So I want to take only one pose for the gem. Okay. So let's make the bigger images. So this one is the gem start. Only one single image also where you can be created. Okay. So player gem start. Okay. And next one is this one. I want to be use it. Gem end. Player gem fall or end. Okay. So yeah, I just make that end. Okay. So this is a flipbook, and the last one is a run. Where extra sprites. 1, 2, 3, 4 by 8. Extract it. And select everything and create a flipbook. Layer run. Okay. So now hover on it. That's going to be give the preview for you. And 96 or make it 10. Then it's fine. Okay. Yeah. So according, just check the animation, how it will be in your level. So according to that, you can usually modify after that. Okay. So these are the animations are done. Okay. So I just want to create a new folder here. There's a flipbox. Sorry. And just that's a 2D. Just select the character and select everything here and move into here. Okay, so all are done. So idle, attack, or run, and jump, and then jump start. Okay, so now I just want to create my character. Okay, so let's create a new folder, blueprints, paper 2D. So I'm not enable this one. So I just go for paper chat team. So there you have. So just restart it once. So I want to change the settings. One. Let's go to here and blueprints. Right click, blueprint class, all classes, paper. So there we have the PaperZD character. Okay, just select that one and click on the select button. Name it as a BP underscore player. Let's open this one. Okay, and yeah. Now I want to be start with my character. So for that, we can create your game mode base GMB underscore platform and open this one. And default one is going to be our baby player. Just compile and save. And change the old settings now. Game mode. Change that in the GMB platform. Let's play test it. What is gone wrong? There's no play start. Okay, that's why the camera where it is going to be start off. Right. So let's go for the place actors and take the play start. And same thing. So we just use the 0 here where I can use it. So from here, I want to start my game, for example. Let's make that to be. And if I play, now it's playing, it's stopping in the level, but in the different direction. Okay, we don't have the camera and we don't have the character here. Okay, we have only collision for that. Okay, so let us open our BB player, and here we have the sprite. And in the sprite, we just simply call the idle. Okay, where you can actually see here and save it. Okay, now add string on. Okay, so not for this, used to be add for the capsule spring on. So it's a camera boom or the spring on. We can have the different naming conversion for this where you can actually modify. So I just want to make it rotate this in this direction and add camera for this. Simply and reset the rotation. Just compile and save. Let's play test it now. There you can see. And the capsule is little, the size is little big. So I just want to be adjust that. I just make this to 75. According to your size or requirement of your character, you can modify them. Okay. And maybe this is 25. Okay. And make your character a little down. Make it -10 because it's in air. -5 or something. Let's play test it. You see, now it is properly placed on your surface. I just want to be add some movement for this. Okay. Or else you want to add some distance of the camera and everything. You can also do it. So for the 2D, we are mostly use the orthographic instead of the perspective, where you can just modify. Just compare and save once. Let's play test it. You can see it is coming from the long distance now, because we have the other width is 36 over here. So I just change this into the 800. According to you, how you want to be shown, you can just be created. Okay, you want to make it a close up, or else you want to do some distance. According to your requirement, you can still modify your values. You understand? Okay, so there's a perspective view where you can still be modify this. Okay. So as well as I can just modify the collision test. I don't want to be collide the other objects for my camera. So just remove the collision. The collision test is going to be disabled for this. Okay. So then moving to the input system. So if you want to do the kind of adding the input, like I want to add the WSDs or the arrows for the character movement. Okay. So here we are going to be use the input system. So that we see now. So create a new folder, input, and open this one. Right click. Here we have the two types. Okay. So that is a input action and input mapping context. These are the two main things that we are going to be using. Okay. So input action is nothing but which is going to be give the kind of logic for you. Okay. So how it is going to be added to your buttons. Okay. So go for the input action. So what is the input action? So IA, there's a prefix, and move. Okay, there's a one, and another input action for the gem that I want to be created. IA underscore gem. These are two that we are going to see today. In the next class, we are going to see how you can add the attack and everything. Okay, so let's go to be open the gem. So here we have the different type of the value tags. If you click over here, there's a digital and the access 1D, access 2D, and access 3D. Okay, so digital means when it's a kind of on and off. Like the jump is nothing but if you press space bar, then it is going to be activated, activate and deactivate. Okay, so that's a boolean. Okay, and the one day axis is only XY axis that you can use to be control it, X and Y. And you go into the 2-day axis, X, Y, Z. So as of now, the jump, it is a digital. There's only the boolean that I want to be use it. I don't want to be change anything here. Okay. So next one is a IA move. For this, I'm going to be change that in the axis 1D, where you can use to move it in the X and Y direction your character in a 2D. Create a input mapping context, IMC underscore platform game. Okay, let's open this one. So here we have to be call our mapping. Just click on the plus button. So where it is going to be shown the list. Click over here. So there you can see gem. Okay. So in this, what is the keyboard binding that you want to be added? So just add it. So we don't need to add any modifier the trigger for this because it is only action that you can use to be press and release the thing. Okay. So enter map, that is IA underscore move, where it is going to be added. So for this, we are going to be add the different things. You can add, so instead of the gem, you want to be add the enter one. You can also add it. So there you can see. So for example, K, I want to be added for it. You can also add it. Okay. So how many things that you want, you can use to be add the thing. Okay. You want to add the kind of joystick also. You can also add the joystick controllers. Okay. We're going to do here. So for this, D for the positive, we don't require to modify anything. And A for the negative, where it is going to be added the modifier, which is a negate, which is the value is going to be minus. Okay. So it automatically detects what it is. Okay. So first we have to create the input actions. What is the action that you want to be? Is a move, jump, attacks, whatever. Okay. That everything we can create a input action. After that, we can add the mapping, which is a button that you want to be access it. So, or you want to be add the any keyboard control, other keyboard controls, for example, right arrow, left arrow. Okay. So for this, it's a negate. That is going to be at the negative value for that. So now coming to your player. Okay. So when the game starts it, so just remove this. And when the game starts it, so what can I do here? Simply, we have to be call a game controller. Okay. So the player controller where you can use to be get it. If it is the player controller is available in the when the game starts, you can connect the input mapping system. That we have to be do it first. Okay. Whatever the input mapping that you want to be. We have the different mapping if you have in your game. So what is the particular one that you want to add it for that? So we have the AI also, for the AI, what you have to be. So that everything here you can see. So get controller. Okay. And from here, where you can use it, cast to player controller. Okay, is to connect this. So from here, so I just want to be check, is it going to be valid or not? If it is valid, it is going to be at the mapping context, otherwise it is not going to be added. So we just go for the player controller, player, sorry, is valid. So here we have the utilities is valid question mark. So if it is going to be valid, so what you want to, I want to take the enhance input. Get enhance input local player subsystem. Okay, so where I can usually call it. So the input system is going to be what type of the input system that you want to. There's an add mapping system. Okay, where you can use to be connected. If it is valid, is going to be enabled for us. That is IMC platform. Is it clear? So it's a simply where you can use to be calling your mapping system. If the game is start and the player control is available, the particular one, then it is going to be connect your IMC platform controllers. So now IA underscore jump. I just want to check this jump. So there's an input action. So when you used to be find it IA underscore jump, we have the events and the values. We are going to take the events over here. Okay, and click on the drop down. We have other things over here. Okay, so you want to be check it print string jump, for example, and compile and save the play test. Now I can see, and I'm pressing the space bar. It is giving the jump on my debug, isn't it? Character as a blueprint class. So we have the different functions is going to be enabled for us. When you are pressed, I want to be called the jump function simply. It's already given by default for you. We don't require to make it code for that. When it is completed, stop jumping. Okay, this small code where you can just be applied for your jump. Yes. Okay. So now compile and save. Let's play test it. You see that. So, but we don't have the kind of movement system. Now we require to add some movement system. So right click here, IA underscore move that I want to be use it here. Okay. So for the movement, what you do it? So let's check it out. Print string and connect this action value. Okay. So is it going to be working it or not? Let's play test it. So I'm pressing the D. Is the one value it is going to be printing here, and pressing A -1. It is working properly. A and D. As well as I'm using the left arrow and right arrow. So it is working properly now. So what I want it now, I want to be add the movement for it. It is very, very simple. Add movement input. Is a function that we have. So simply connect this to the scale value, and the world direction you must need to tell that is the x-axis to be enabled. Okay, because it is a 2D. Okay, where it is going to be moving on it. Okay, in which direction. So there you go. You see there. But it's not rotating according to my movement. I just want to make my flip the character in the direction of the reverse. Now from here, what can I do here? So simply set control rotation. Set control. Okay. I think I need to get the controller first. Get controller. Set control rotation. Okay. So from here, we have the new rotation value here. So just write the word from here. So instead of adding the, so you must need to detect where what you are pressing. Based on the controller, we have to give the rotation. Okay. So for that, just write the rotator and find select. Okay. So that we have the two different options. Okay, where it is going to be happen. So from the index, we just used to give the value, it is going to be true, it is going to be what's going to be happen. If it is not, what's the rotation that you want to implement it. So drag the wire from this first and add greater than 0. Okay, it is an index. Okay, if it's greater than 0, I want to make a rotator. Okay, so I just give some space. Just move it further up. Okay, and duplicate another one. You can connect this to the false. If it is true, it is 0, 0, 0 only. It is not going to be modified. If it is false, if it is not greater than 0, if it is a -1, so it is going to be rotate in the 180 degrees. Simple. Just compile and save. Let's play test it. Now it is moving. What happened? It is rotated, but entire scene is rotated because of the controller. Okay. So what you do here, so there you can see it is flipped to the backward. Center scene is flipped. Okay. So what can I do now? So you just go into the player, just select your spring arm, okay, and change the rotation to the world. Simple. And let us sit now. There you can see. You understand? So you want to add some double jumps or something, just simply go for class defaults. Find the jump. Okay, so here I have the maximum jump maximum count. Give the 2, for example. Just compile and save. Just let us sit now. Now just move it. You see that there's a double jump that you have. Okay. And I want to make it a little more jump. Okay. Okay, only 2 jumps that you have. Instead of that, you want to add the more jump. Instead of the one, I want to use the only 1 jump. And instead of this, I want to add the jump velocity here. So I just want to make this to 800, for example. I want to add the more height to be go. Okay, let's go. And here, see, it's a very huge jump that you can still go for. So the gravity should be very fast. It has when you play in the 2D games, the gravity is going to be dragged very faster to the downwards, right? So just find the gravity here. So where you can still modify that. Okay. So gravity change and the air control. So air control also I just make this to the 0.7. Okay. And latest. Okay. And find the gravity. I think the gravity will be not here. Gravity scale. I'll just make to change this into the 3. Okay. And compile and save. Let's play test it. You see? It's a very fast graph that you can still go for here. Okay. So you want to add this some double jump, you can also add it. Jump is the 2 here now. Let's close it. Let's play test it. Okay. Now I just want to be add the pattern movement. So it's a kind of statically it is moving from side to side. I want to add the idle to the walk to jump, and everything that I want to be created out. Okay. So simply what you do here, so just into the blueprints, right click here, and PaperZD, there is an animation source and animation blueprint. First, you have to create the animation sources. Okay. Animation source underscore player. Open this one. Add new and rename this player idle. Okay. And call the player idle into here. Okay. Okay, so it is going to create a new folder for us. There's animation sequences. Okay. So then create the another one. player run. So call that run, and then at the ender one, player jump start, and call that player jump start. It's a single one, and then player jump, and that is the one that I want to be using. So these are the things which is going to be created inside of your folder, the new folder that is going to be created for us. Okay, and save it once. Okay, let's go into here and right click, create a blueprint class. That is going to be asked which of the animation source that you want to be connect for this. Okay, I want to use the AS player that I used to create it. So there's a ABP animation blueprint. Name it as a player only. Okay, let's open this one. So here it is going to be open the event tick, and there is an animation graph. There's a two graphs. Okay, so here we are going to be create a animation states, and here we are going to create a logic, how it is going to be activated. Okay, so the logic also where you can just be create inside of this only. Okay, so in this one, we just used to add a simple reference for your character. Okay, first, so get owning character here, owning actor, and cast it. Cast to BP player, and promote this to the variable. Okay, simple. This is one of the thing that you can actually do it in the event graph as of now. Let's go for the event anim graph. In this one, there's a different method where you can actually call it here. Okay, you can call it directly anim, sorry, play. Just go for here. So there you can see player run, for example. You can actually connect this one. Okay, and compile and save. Let's go into the player in the animation component. Okay, PaperZD animation instance. So here you can see ABP player, right? So I can just recall that simply. Let's play now. You see, that's coming with the running. Okay, so there's a state that is going to be. You see that? Okay, everything. So it is not idle. There is no running. There is no jumping and everything. It's only coming with the run animation, which is going to be appears. Okay, so what can I do for this? Go into the ABP. I want to get a different states when it requires is going to be activated directly. Okay, based on the velocity of your controller. Okay, so for that, you just write the wire from here, find state machine, add new state machine, name it as locomotion. Okay, and double click on this. This is the same way how it is going to be work with the 3D also. So here there's the out, and from this I'm going to be add the animation state. Okay, so rename this as a idle. Okay, which is going to be created for us. Okay, so idle, in the idle, just double click and play player idle. Just connect this here. Okay, so now compile and save. Let's play this. Now it is an idle movement that is going to be start with the game. You understand? Okay, now just go into here, go back. Okay, the locomotion, drag the enter wire, and there's the enter animation state that is run. Okay, where I want to be created. Okay, so there's a condition where it is going to be happen when it is going to be activated. Okay, so just double click on the condition when you want to be make it happen. Okay, so for this, I can use to call the VP player, what you create the reference. Okay, so from that, get the velocity. Okay, so from this, we have to find the length of the vector. Okay, so if the vector length is greater than 0, it is going to be activated. Simple. So you want to make this to be the run to idle. So simply just double click. And so for this, we are using the not. It's a boolean that you can use it here. And you can connect this. Okay, just compile and save. Latest. Something is missing with me. Oh, sorry. It's not on tick. It's on int. Event on int. Init. Okay. So let's compile it. Let's play this now. Still messing with me. What's wrong? Oh, and play player run. Okay, just play now. Now I can see. But in the gem also it is running. So now the thing is the gem animation that I want to be added for this. Okay, so let's go into the locomotion and write the wire from here and use new state machine. There's a new state and rename this as F2 gem start. Okay, so in this one, add the animation. I always forget to add the animations. So make sure add the animation start. Okay, so the condition. So when it is going to be happen. So for this, we are going to take our player reference is falling. Okay, so that automatically is going to be detects if it is not air, it is an airborne that is going to be activated directly. Okay, so now we can use to compile this and save. Let's play. You see that? Okay, but it's not going to coming into the run. Go to the locomotion, and I just want to connect this and connect this. Okay. So the condition for this is a little jumbling that you can actually see here. Okay, just double click. The same thing where you can actually apply for this. Okay, so take the character and is falling. Okay, and it's going to be connected. Okay, that's latest and okay. Now it is working with a gem also, but it's not going to come back to the normal. Okay, so I just want to make this to the normal first, then I can connect to the run animation here. Okay, so from start, I want to be in the state here, rename this gem, and when it is coming, reaching to the ground, it is going to be change the animation state, animation, and it is going to be coming to the normal. Okay, so for this it is going to be fall. Okay, you get, and for this we have to get velocity here. In the jet dash, it is in the up direction, right? So it is going to be coming to the nearer to the ground. It is going to be the nearer to the zero of the ground. So it automatically going to the normal. Okay, so split and less than zero, less than or equal to zero, and make this to be happen. Okay, so now it is going to be connect to my idle. Jump and play player jump and let's check it. Play. You see that? Okay, so now it is in the jump end animation that is going to be added and it is stuck over there. Okay, now coming to over here, the locomotion. So when the game start is going to be given and the jump going to be end, it is going to near to 0. It is going to give the jump and animation. So from jump end to now either is going to be happen. Okay, it's going to the loop it. Okay, so just double click over here and now we have taken already PP player and is falling is not happening is going to be is falling. Okay, not okay. It's going to be coming to the item. Okay, what I want to be do it here. So now play, there you can see. Okay, now if I move it, but when it is in running, it is not giving the kind of animation for me. Yes, okay, it is giving you only the idle because we connected only the idles. Okay, so let's go for the IBP locomotion and connect this to here. Okay, it's a little thing we have to be adjust the thing. Okay, so then in this one simply add the is falling. Okay, is falling. Save it and playlist. So that is working, and there you can see. Now it is in a running. Also, it is working with our gem. So this is a simple way how you can still create the things. Okay, so you know how you can create a pickups and everything. So if you want it, you can I can show it in the tomorrow's class, the attacking and the collections and everything. Okay, so there's a kind of simple level design and creating the your character control, walk, run, and jump.